Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, okay. How do I call you?
What?
How do I call your name? Do I have to
Uh,
call you
uh,
Duct?
yeah, my
It's
name is
Duke.
Duck. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Duck.
your name is Duck. Okay. So to formally introduce my name is Teacher Hargie. Okay, so you can call me Teacher Hargie.
Uh,
And yeah, this is going to be our first meeting together, Duke, right?
yeah,
Yeah, okay. By the way, let me ask a few questions. Could it be okay?
yes.
Yeah, how old are you, by the way, Duke?
Um, I am 14 year old.
40, 40,
For
40.
14, teen,
14. Okay, so that would
teen.
be 1, 4. So that would be 14 years old. Okay, and you are still studying, Doc?
Yes, I
Yeah.
still studying.
Yeah, what level you are?
Uh, I I I am studying in grade 9.
It's grade 9 already. Oh, nice to hear. And yeah, you are learning with me all about pre-IELTS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the reason, Duke? Why is it you enrolled at Hello English and took up this pre-IELTS? Do you have plan to go abroad and study abroad?
Yes. Yes, I
Oh,
do.
really? Okay. So where particular, which a country particularly which you wanted to go?
Um,
Is it in the United Kingdom? Is it in
is
London?
Australia.
It's in Australia. But
Yeah.
have you been there? Have you visited Australia before?
Um.
No.
Yeah. I. Yeah.
You've been there?
No. No.
Ah, no. Yeah. So
I
this
haven't been there.
Yeah, so this would be a plan, right?
Yeah.
So you have a plan to study there, okay? And do you have relatives in Australia?
What?
Do you have relatives in Australia?
Um.
Is it your mom, your dad is in
Ah.
Australia? That's why.
Um. Sure that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about your parents? Your parents living in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Living in
both of
Vietnam.
them. So both of them live in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how many brothers and sisters do you have, Doc?
I have one brother.
You have one brother, and then do you have any
And
sister?
and he's going to uh, learn at the university.
Oh, okay. Because he would be in college soon, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah. So what he will going to take up in college?
yeah.
He will going to take up what course?
Uh, he he uh, he is
He will take up.
uh, yeah, he
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that, Doc. Okay. He will study what
yes.
course? He
Ah,
will study
he will study
engineering,
at
uh, computer,
IL computer.
computer. Okay,
Uh,
so that would be is it your older brother, yeah, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so soon to be he will become a college student, so he will be going to take up computer, right? Okay,
Yes.
what about you, Doc? What would be your plan? Sooner, you will be in college too. You will be going to enroll in a university. So, what would be your plan?
Um.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I asked that question because of course you are studying pre-IELTS, right? So
yes.
sooner if you will be given a chance to go abroad, so it's going to be very very useful. Okay, if you go there
Yes.
in other countries because they require IELTS there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what would be your plan? Are you going to take up engineering? Would you like to take up to become a doctor, to become a medical doctor, so to become a teacher? So, what would be your plan?
I am become a dentist.
A dentist. Wow. So
Yeah.
that would be nice. Okay. So yeah, and it's very, very timely docked. Okay. And you can be able to use this particular lesson. Yes. After
Yes.
the pre-IELTS, please enroll for an IELTS, formal IELTS lesson, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any idea all about IELTS?
Um. Yeah.
Do you have any idea about IELTS? What's this particular IELTS? Why do we need to study IELTS? Do you have any
Um.
idea about this, or no, you don't have any idea?
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, so that's why
Yeah.
you enroll, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, are you ready, Doc? Are you
Yeah.
ready for our
Yes.
lesson today?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let me share the presentation to you now. Okay. Just
Yes.
for a moment. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, I hope you can see the presentation, Duke. Can you see it?
Yes. I see
Yeah.
it.
Is it clear? Is
Yes.
it
It's
clear?
clear.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when we are talking about IELTS booked, okay, so before we have to what is on before we have to tackle our first lesson at this point in time, allow me first to explain to you, okay, why is it IELTS, okay, and what's the reason why is it we are studying IELTS, and what's IELTS, right? Okay,
Yes.
now look at this one. Okay, look at this one. Docked. Okay, so IELTS Foundation helps with its skills. So, what are the skills that we need to understand in IELTS? Actually,
Huh?
there would be four
Skill.
skills.
Yeah.
Okay, what are those?
Speaking,
Speaking,
writing,
writing,
reading,
reading,
and listening.
and listening. Okay, in IELTS, these particular foundations are very, very important. Okay, uh,
Yes.
you will not just going to be good when it comes to writing, but of course, you should also be good when it comes to speaking. Okay, as well as reading, as well as writing. Okay, so these four fundamentals, we call this one as foundation of the IELTS. Okay? Because
Yes.
without this, okay, let's say for example, if you are good when it comes to writing, but you're not so good when it comes to the three, so most likely you are going to fail, right, Doc? Okay,
Yes.
so
Right.
therefore, it's going to be, it's going to be, you are versatile. Okay, you are good in speaking, you are good in writing, you are good in reading, and you are good in listening. Not just only one foundation. Okay, it should be the four. That's why in our lesson, Duke, it was actually it was what is this one? It was grouped. Okay, it was grouped into four stages also. Okay,
Yes.
we have
Yes.
reading, we have speaking, we have listening, and we have
Reading.
also, yeah, I already mentioned the reading. What else?
Ah.
The
Uh.
writing,
Writing.
right? Okay. So all of these we will be going to understand. So we will be going to learn one at a time. So one by one. Got it, Duke?
Yes.
Now, what I need is your cooperation, Duke. Okay? because I'm going to give you a feedback. IELTS, it's not just an easy lesson. Okay, so it's
Yes.
going to be something like a complicated lesson. Okay, but if you are going to cooperate and if you cannot understand what we are talking about, you can ask question. Okay, Duke,
Yes.
that would be the key. Okay, the key for what? The key for you to understand what's IELTS.
Yes.
Okay, Duke. Okay, now moving on now. So our first lesson. Oh, by the way, before we have to move on, do you have any questions?
No, I
No more.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so our lesson one, okay, let's start with unit one. And the title of this lesson is all about
Daily life.
daily. Okay, so that would be daily
Life.
life, right? So when we are talking about daily life, what comes up to your mind, Duke, when we say daily life?
Um, is
Okay. What do you think would be is a daily life all about? Why do we need to understand the daily life that we are talking about?
is uh
Okay, it's a okay,
um
actually the one that we are doing,
uh
eating,
eating,
walking,
sleeping.
dancing, sleeping, going to the parties, talking to your parents, talking to your teachers, listening to music. So everything that we do that is considered to be part of our
Yeah.
daily life.
Daily
Okay.
life.
So the one that we are doing every day, okay, the routine that we are doing every day, that is considered to be daily life
Life.
activities, right? Okay,
Yes.
even though we're sleeping, it's also our routine, right? Right after a very tiring day, what do you do? Of course, you need to rest. So, in order for you to relax, you need to sleep. So, that's also our daily routine, and that is form of our daily life activities. Now, in this particular lesson, Duct, we will be going to understand the activities. See? So that's what I'm telling you, right? Daily life activities. So we will going to understand activities that people do in their daily
Routine.
routine,
Routine.
right? So we call this one as routine.
Yeah.
And use present simple and adverbs of frequency.
Frequency.
Do you have any idea about present simple tense of the verb and
Yes.
adverbs of frequency?
Yes. I
Yes,
know it.
very good. Okay. Read multiple texts to choose the correct answer. So when we say multiple texts, what does it mean? It's not just
Um.
only one, right? It's just that it's not just only one text, but it's going to be more than one text. That's why it's multiple. And we will be
Uh.
to
Right.
write.
Right about daily routine. Daily routine.
Yeah, so that's also form part of our writing, right? So you will going to write, and then you will going to read to guess meaning from the context. So
Context.
we will be going to understand vocabulary in here and listen.
To information about student exchange trip.
Yes, okay, so that's form part of our listening. And lastly,
Speak about your day.
yes, so that means you were going to say something. You were going to speak something. Now, if we try to sum this up, okay, do you think we were able to tackle the four foundations of the IELTS?
Yes.
The speaking, the listening, the writing, and the reading are all in here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Okay. Now, Moving on now for our first activity, look
Is
at the pictures and read the words. Which of these activities do you do every day? Write five more activities you do every day. Okay, before we will going to write Duct, let's try to study or examine the following words in here. Okay, let's try by reading it. First one,
get up,
okay, get up.
get up.
Yes, there would be a connection, huh? I will
Yes.
be teaching also you Duct on how to do the so-called link or linking. So there would be a connecting connection. It's a linking of one word to a particular word, okay? And then
Yes.
after that,
Exercise,
exercise,
work,
work,
study,
study.
catch the bus,
Okay,
watch TV,
okay,
go online,
okay,
relax with friends,
okay.
go to bed,
Okay.
have breakfast.
Okay. Now, let's try to examine Duke. Okay. In this particular question in here, which of these activities do you do every day?
I get up. Yeah,
Okay. Now, the question is, you get up, right? You got
yeah,
up in early in the morning. Okay.
yes.
You sleep at night, and then after that, in the morning, you get up. Now, the question is, what time do you get up in the morning, or do you
Um,
get up in the morning?
I usually get up at half past 6.
Ah, oh, that would be nice. Okay, so
Yeah,
that would be 6:30, right? Oh,
yes,
why is
six
it
thirty.
too early? Why is it too early? Because you are
Yes,
preparing to go to school.
yes, I am going to school. Yeah.
Ah, so what time is your school?
I am going to school at um uh say 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is your house near to your school?
Yes.
Ah,
Is
it's near.
here. Yeah.
Ah, so you
Uh,
just walk. You just walk from your house going to your
yes.
school. You just walk. So how many minutes? How many minute walk?
Is is 5 minutes.
Ah,
About 1 kilometers.
1 kilometer. Oh, that will be 1,000 meters, right? Oh, that would
Yes.
that would be near. Okay. Oh, you're
Yeah.
very lucky because your school is near to your house, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't need to hurry. Okay, and you don't need also to ride in going there, right? So you are very lucky, Duke. Okay. Next,
Yes.
after getting up, so what did you do?
Um, I brush my teeth and wash my face and
Okay.
have a breakfast.
Okay. So,
A breakfast.
do you have in here? So brush your teeth and wash your face. So we don't have in here, right? So therefore we have to write that down, right? Okay. So
Yes.
after getting up, you brush, okay, your teeth
And
and wash your
the
face.
face.
Okay. So brush your teeth and wash your face. Okay. So that would be the things that you do after getting up, right?
Yes.
Okay, which is not part in here. Okay, next. What about in this particular thing? Okay, you said I
I
have
have breakfast.
breakfast. Okay, what
Yes.
time do you eat breakfast?
I eat breakfast at 6:45.
6:45. Okay,
Yes.
that's good. And then after that,
After that, I go to school. Yeah.
yes. Okay, so I have to write this down. So go to
School.
school. Okay, good. Okay, now what about others in here? If you have spare time, what did you do? Like, for example,
Uh,
Saturdays and Sundays, what do you do?
um, I um, I am play games and watch TV and
Okay.
on also learn. Yeah.
Wow, so study, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Also.
so you have that particular time during your spare time that you watch TV, and then after that you study, okay? Do
Yeah.
you have time to relax with your friends?
Um. I
Sometimes
I,
do
I
you go
some
to yeah.
sometimes relax with friends. Yeah.
Yes, very good. Okay. So where did you go? Do you go to the
Uh,
cinema to watch movie? Do you go to
yes.
the park? Or where did you go?
Um, go to the cinema
The
and
cinema
watch a movie with. Yeah.
with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
With friends.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it. That is one way of relaxing with your friends. All right, Duke? Okay.
Yes.
Now, aside from the two that you were given just a while ago, kindly please supply three more that that's not written in this particular choices. So what do you think would be the other one? Okay, we need three more. So brush your teeth and wash your face, go to school. Okay, you said just a while ago,
And
watch. You
uh
watch movie, right? You watch
and
movie. Okay,
yes.
and
And after school, I um come get home and go to swim.
oh, swimming. Oh, so
Yes,
you have
go
you
swimming.
you are attending swimming lesson.
Um, yes, I swimming.
Okay. So that's what I'm telling you, right? So
Yes,
swimming, okay?
swimming.
So
Yeah.
attending swimming because you are having a swimming lesson. And then after that, after swimming
Uh,
lesson
after swimming, and I go home and eat. Yeah,
and
eh,
eat your dinner, right?
dinner. Eat
And then
dinner.
after eating dinner,
Uh,
what do you
eh,
do? What do you do?
After I eat dinner, I will learn, and after I learn, I go to bed.
Yes.
I watch TV and I go to bed. Yeah.
Okay. So that would be your daily routine, right? So
Yes.
your daily routine would be like this, okay? Get up, brush your teeth and wash your face, and then
Go
you
to school.
eat breakfast, and then you
Yes.
go to school, okay?
Yeah.
And then after that one, oh, let's try to exchange this one, huh? Exchange this, okay? Because I want this one to be very organized, okay?
Yes.
So okay, so go to school, and then in the afternoon you go home, and then after that you attend swimming, okay? After
Yes.
swimming you go home again, and then eat dinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
eat dinner, and then after that, you study your lesson. Then after studying, before you go to sleep, you watch TV,
TV. Yeah.
right? And then right after watching TV, you go to bed.
Yes.
Is
I
that
got.
your daily routine?
Yes. It's
Yes, very
you.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
so we call this one now, Duk, as daily activity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is what we call your daily activity. And this activity repeat and repeat and repeat again, right? Okay,
Yes.
until you were going to finish your studies, right? So when you finish your studies, there would be another daily routine again. Okay, why? Because you will
Yes.
not going to go to school anymore. So what do? You work, right? So
Yes.
that's going to be a different daily activity or daily routine. But now, since you are still a student, so these are your daily activities. Okay, do?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So do you have any questions with this?
No, I don't have
No
any.
more. Very
Yes, no
good.
more.
Okay. Now, moving on. In pairs, compare your answers and talk about what time do you do each activity. Okay. Now, this time, let's try to give a particular time, right? Okay.
Yes,
When you get up early in the morning, you said you get up at 6:30, right? So that's going to
yes.
be 6:30 in the morning, so 6 a.m. Okay. And then after that, you brush your teeth and wash your face. What time is it?
It's
Around
6
6:35.
35. Yeah,
Yes, around 6:35 a.m. Because when
65
you
p.m.
get up in the morning, you will going to say like that. You will going to stretch your body, and then after that one, you go to the comfort room, okay, and then brush your teeth maybe or wash your face, right? Okay.
Yes.
And then what time do you go to school?
Uh, I go to school at
Uh,
6
Okay, before you go to school, you need to take breakfast first. You have to eat
right.
breakfast, right? So what time you eat breakfast? So since 6:35 a.m., you brush
Um,
your teeth and wash your face. Okay.
yes.
So what time you eat breakfast? So
Uh,
around
I eat breakfast at 6:40 and
okay.
go to school at 6 50. Yeah,
6:50. But of course, before you
50.
will, yeah, what did you do first? Okay, before brushing your teeth, what did you do? Or before eating, do you go to shower? Do you go to shower first?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so we have to put it in here, huh? Okay, so you need to take shower.
Yes.
Okay. What did you do? Is it, yeah, because there are also students, Duke, that when they exchange something. Okay, first they eat breakfast, and then after eating breakfast, they should have to take shower. Okay, what about you? Whichever comes first. Do you take shower first and then eat breakfast?
I take shower after I go swimming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go swimming in the
In the pool.
Okay. But what about when you go to school? You didn't take a shower before you go to school? When you wake up, you just have to brush your teeth and wash your face. And then after
Yes.
that, you prepare. Okay.
Yes.
So that would be in here. Okay. So we need to change that there. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So again, let's try to go over with this one. You get up at 6:30 in the morning. Brush your teeth and wash your face at around 6:35 in the morning. And then
Yes.
after that, you eat
Have
breakfast at around
at
6:45 in the morning. And then
yes.
after that, you go to school at around 6:50 in the
6:50
morning.
in the morning.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, when you're there already in school, of course, you learn, right? And then in
Yes.
the afternoon, okay, you go home, right? So you go home. What time do you go home?
I go home at um 5:30 and go
Okay.
swimming at 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, so 6 a.m. you go swimming. Okay, just for a moment, huh? So 6 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, and then what time do you usually done your swimming?
Um, I I am uh, I'm swimming at 6:45. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 45 minutes. Okay,
Yes.
so
And
45
I
minutes.
take shower at pool. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be around 6:46, something like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you swim, okay, at 6 p.m. until 6:45, and then after that you take your shower, okay, at the pool at 6:46 p.m. And then you go home again, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then after you go home, you need to take
Take
dinner.
shower. I take dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to take dinner at what time?
At half past 7 p.m.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's going to be 7:30 p.m. Okay. And then right after that, you
And 8 p.m.
study.
I study. Yeah. And
Okay.
to I study to 10 p.m.
Okay, until 10. Oh, really? So that's
Yes.
going to be late at night, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so 10 p.m. And then after that,
Um,
watch TV.
yes. I watch TV to
Time.
10:30.
Oh,
10:30.
okay. So 10 to 10:30 or 10:30, right? Something like that.
Yes.
Wow.
And
And go to sleep, go to bed.
I brush my teeth and
Yeah.
at 10:45 p.m. I go to
Sleep.
bed. Yeah.
Okay. So usually, oh, it's going to be late at night, right? So that would be your normal routine, right?
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Oh, remember all of these things, huh, Duke? Because we will be using this one as well on our next activity, okay?
Yes.
Because
Okay.
this one is your daily routine as of this time since you are still a student and studying. But again, when you will become professional or when you go to the university, it's going to be a different uh, daily routine again, right? And then
Yes.
after that one, when you graduate, okay, in the university, and you are going about to land a job or you will going to work, so that's also going to be a different routine or activities, right, Duke?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, now moving on in here. So for the vocabulary and speaking
Speaking.
part, okay, kindly please read the instruction.
Read the sentences about a boy who is doing language con
Course
course. It
in the
is
UK.
it is
Okay, you know what's the UK?
I can't see
Yeah,
it
okay,
because
just for a while. Yeah,
yes.
okay, I'm writing, okay? So UK stands for,
uh, United Kingdom. Yeah.
okay, where's United Kingdom? So
Uh,
it's in
it in
London.
London.
Yes, okay. So UK is in London. So what is this particular thing that we should have to do? Again, read the sentences. So we have sentences in here, right? These are all sentences. Okay.
Yes.
And then sentences about a boy who is doing a language course in the United Kingdom. Okay. Choose the best answer, A, B, or C. So we have choices A, B, or C. Duke, okay?
Yes.
Now, we have here, okay, this one is given, okay? Ping blank at 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
every morning and has breakfast with his host's family. Choices are A, gets up,
Yes.
B, stands up, C, stays up. So the correct answer is
I guess up.
yes. So why is it gets up?
Because he is uh, uh
Okay, come on. You can do that, okay?
yes. I don't know to
Explain.
explain. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Actually, why is it gets up? Gets up is a particular, it's we call this one as a verb phrase, okay? So it's
Yeah.
going to be a verb and a word joined together, okay? So a verb in here would be get, okay? And then joining a word, another word, gets up. So the word gets up, stands up, stays up, that would be a verb phrase. So we call that one as a
Yes.
verb phrase, right? So when we say a verb phrase, it's a combination of a verb, okay, plus a word, okay? Or not just only word, but words. Okay, Duke? So
Yes.
verb
Okay.
phrase. So example of a verb phrase would be, okay, gets up. Okay, or we can also say get up. So later on, well, I'm going to explain it to you. How is it gets up? Why is it get up, right? So we can also
Yes.
say stands up, or we can also say
Up.
stand up. Okay, and the other one stays
Up.
up, or you can
And
also say stay
up.
up. Okay, so what's the difference between the use of the gets up and the get up? Now, question, Duke, what is the subject in our sentence? The one that we are talking about. Who
Uh.
is getting up at around 7:30 every morning and take breakfast with his host family? Who is that?
Um. Is pink.
Yes. So therefore, Ping is our subject. So when we are talking about subject, what subject? What is a subject?
Um. No. Is person.
Oh, okay. A subject can be a noun, okay? It
Yeah.
can also be a pronoun. It can also be a verb, okay? It can
Yes.
also be an adjective. So there are a lot of subjects, okay? Now, if
Yes.
you're talking about subjects, specifically, we are talking about, Duke, about talking, okay? The one that we are talking or referring about in the sentence. Okay? So the one that we are talking about or referring about in the sentence is Ping.
Pink.
So
Yeah.
therefore, Ping is the subject.
Yes.
Okay? Okay,
Yeah.
because Ping is the one we are talking
Thầy
about.
cô đấy.
Okay,
Hai.
or
Ủa,
Ping
con. Được không?
is the one we are
One.
referring about that is
Mỗi lần
doing
muốn sửa
the
cái xe của
action.
anh Quang.
Right? Look.
Right.
Right. Okay. Now, how many people we are talking about, Duke?
Uh, one pupil.
Only one. So therefore, if we're talking of only one subject, we need to add an
Um,
S,
S.
okay, okay, or ES to our verb,
Yes.
right? Okay, like for example, get up, okay? So if we are going to use that in a sentence applying only one subject, so we need to add an S. So instead of get up, we have to say gets up. Now, what's the rule? So this one is the rule, huh? Okay, rule would be, or our, we call this one as, what do you say? Okay, just a rule. Okay, our rule would be like this. Okay. First, we have if the subject is singular. You know what's a singular, Duke?
Yes.
Yes, that means only one, right? So
Yes.
take a singular verb. Okay, or vice versa. If the subjects are plural, take the plural verb. So since ping is just only one, so we need to add s to our verb. So therefore, gets. Okay? Or
Yes.
simply the explanation for this, he, she,
Eight.
it, okay, add s. Okay,
Yes.
what are those? Like, for example, wake. So, what happened if our subject is he? He wakes up, right? So, it will
Yes.
become wakes. Like, for example, go. If the subject would be she, we have to say she goes,
Yes.
right? Okay, like, for example, when we say, um, okay, when we say study, okay? If the subject is he, we need to say she or he
Studies.
studies. Okay, with an es. Okay, that is what we're talking about, though. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's try to answer number one. Can you please read the sentence, Duke?
Um, Number one.
Yes, number one.
Uh, at 8:30 a.m. he catches the bus to his language school.
Okay. So why is it catches?
Uh, catches because
Okay, because the subject again is he,
um,
and
he
we're talking of one,
one.
right? Okay,
Yes.
it can be added s or es.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, the second one, Duke.
During the day, Pink studies English and uh,
Laughs to his classmates, chats
uh,
to his classmates,
tells.
tells to his classmates. Okay, let's
Yeah.
try to analyze the sentence, Duke. During the day, Ping studies English
And
and
tells.
blank to his classmates. So, do you think if you're going to use tells, during the day, Ping studies English and tells to his classmates? Okay, there is the particular thing that we can use that, but the most appropriate one is
Mm,
chats.
yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Because where is Ping during that time? Where is
Uh,
Ping during that time? During that day, Ping is in his English class.
yes.
So maybe he is in school. Okay, he was in school during that time. So therefore, we cannot tell personally to his classmates, but instead, just bring his phone and then chats to his classmates.
Yes.
Got it? Why? Okay, look at this one, Haduk. When we are going to use tells, that means you are speaking personally to your classmates, right?
Yes.
Okay, that means your presence is there because you are telling them, you are making them students. But in this particular sentence, Ping is in school. So therefore, he cannot tell his classmates about that, not unless he calls over the phone, right? But of course, in class, we do not allow that students will going to call to his friends, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Now, in your school, are you allowed to call your classmates during your lesson?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Are you allowed?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Yeah.
Let's
Really.
let's say for example, there would be teachers like this. I'm explaining something, and then there would be a call or you call during the lesson. Is it allowed?
No. No. No.
Ah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
That's what I'm telling. Okay,
No. Yeah.
you are not allowed. Maybe after the lesson, you can call your classmate, right? But not
Yes.
during the lesson. But in this particular sentence, look at this one, huh? Okay,
Yes.
Duke. During. So the word
You.
during. So the word during that means at that moment. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, number 3. Oh, before you have to answer, Duke, you have to analyze first, huh? Because in an IELTS, Duke, remember, in an IELTS, it's very crucial or it's very important to analyze first before answering. Why? Because you will be given time to analyze, Duke. Okay? So you will
Yes.
not going to hurry up things. Okay? So there would be times that you will be given or the examiner will going to give you time to think. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Number 3.
Everyone speaks English in his class because the students all uh,
Blank from
come
different countries.
come from different countries around the world.
Okay, analyze first. Look, I'm going to give you another
Yes.
chance. Okay, analyze first, huh? Everyone speaks. Now look at this one. Again, in English, if we are using everyone, no one, someone, following after that, the verb should be in singular also. Okay?
Yes.
Although we are talking of everyone, that means there would be many students are there. But we are talking only of everyone. That means one, another one, another one, another one. Although there's so many students, but everyone, okay, only one speaks one at a time. So everyone speaks English in his class because the students all belong from different countries around the world. So what do you think would be the correct answer?
Is
Is it, are you sure of the calm already?
alive. Live around.
Okay, you change your mind. Now in IELTS, okay, in IELTS doc, it's very important that you should have a very sure answer, okay?
Yes.
I'm just trying to make you think of something. Now, if you think that would be your final answer, you should have to tell me, "No, teacher, that's my final answer. I'm so sure of that." Okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just confusing you. Okay, let me see if how you will going to think of that. Okay, now what would be your final answer, Duke?
Come.
Are you sure of it?
Yes. I sure.
Now would you kindly tell me what's the reason why is it come?
Um. Come.
It's very obvious, Duke. There's a keywords in there for you to understand. Okay, I'm going to say your answer is correct, but now tell me what makes it correct.
Um.
Your answer is yes, correct. That's correct. But why is it correct?
Um. Because.
Okay, because of the keywords countries around the world. So that means they came from different countries all over the world. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. They came. Why is it came? When we say live, actually, maybe that would be correct. But look at now the sentence, analyzing the sentence, Duke. Okay?
Yes.
different countries around the world. Yes, they live, let's say, I live in the Philippines, you live in Vietnam, okay? She lives in the United States, okay? They lived in London, okay? But we go there. Let's say, for example, we study at London. Okay, so both of us, you came from Vietnam, I
Yes.
came from the Philippines. She came from, let's say, from the United States. But we together go there in London to study. That's why it's come.
Calm.
Yes. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Next, Duke. Number 4.
After Pink finishes school at 3 p.m., he often
Blank. Some
makes
sightseeing.
makes some sightseeing in the city with his friends.
Okay. So what is your final answer? I'm going to give you time to think, Duke, huh? After Ping finishes school at 3 p.m. with he often blanks some sightseeing in the city with his friends.
Yes.
Okay, clue, he.
Okay.
Okay,
Ah, no, has some sightseeing. Has.
why is it has?
Because sightseeing is um, uh, um,
Come on, you can do that, Duke. Okay, why
yes.
is it has? Okay, again. Okay, I want you to analyze. The subject we're talking is Ping. Who is Ping? Okay, he is Ping. So on this one is what we call a compound sentence, right? A
Yes.
compound sentence. So a compound sentence usually composed of two sentences, okay? Two sentences that makes only one, okay? So that's a compound sentence. On our clause, okay? On our uh, independent clause, okay?
Yes.
The subject we use is Ping. And then in here on our second sentence, the subject is he. But again, Ping and he is just only one. Okay?
Yes.
So now, the use of the do and the does. Do you know what's the use of the do and the does?
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
You, we, they, okay, and I, right? And
Yes.
then when we are talking of does, the subject would be he, she, or
It.
it. Okay? So if you try to use this one in a sentence, he does, she does, it does. I do, you do, we do, they do. Now, in this particular sentence, he often,
Uh, he often
okay, again, the use of the has and have. Okay, what's the use of the has and have again? Has, if the
uh
subject would be he,
he, she,
she,
it.
it. The use of the have, if the subject
Uh,
would be I,
you,
you.
we, they.
Yes, okay. Now this is going to be confusing, right? Because we can also use the has, right? Duh.
Yes.
We can
Yes.
also use the has, but the most appropriate one is does. Okay? Why? What he does? He
He
finishes school at
finishes.
3 p.m. and he often does some sightseeing in the city. And this one is an action.
Yes.
Okay? Because when you are doing some sightseeing, Duke, what are you doing?
Um.
You are doing an action, right? You are sightseeing, you are seeing something, right? So therefore it should be does. Okay? It should be does. But if you try to also to try to look at this one or try to analyze, has can also be, but again, sightseeing in doing in making sightseeing actually do, you are doing something. So you are doing an action. So therefore, it should be does. Okay?
Yes.
Did you understand, Do?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, very good. Okay, number 5.
Number five is in the evening, Twin relaxes with his host family, watches TV or goes online.
Yes. Okay. Definitely the correct answer is
Watches.
watches. Okay. Why? Because what are you doing? What do you
His
do?
yeah,
If you are in the
TV.
TV, right? So you what?
Yes.
You're not eating TV, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be watches TV. So why is it watches? Again, because ping is our subject. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, so do you have any questions with this?
Uh,
No more, huh? Now, I want you to remember the use of the do, the does, the has, and the have, okay? And the
yeah.
rule, okay? Duke, the rule in forming the subject-verb agreement, right? So this is what we call the subject-verb agreement. Again, what's the
Okay.
rule? If the subject is singular, you have to take the singular verb.
Verb. Yeah.
If the subject is plural, okay, you have to take the plural subjects too. Okay? So
Okay.
that's the rule. Okay, moving on. In pairs, read and discuss the questions. Can you
Yeah.
please read the question, Duke?
Do you do any of the activities in exercise 3?
Yes, so this one is our exercise number 3. Do you do activities in here?
Um,
What particular activities do you do? Do you,
uh,
okay? Oh, of course, number 1. Yeah, you're not doing this one, right? Because you're not riding the bus, right?
yes.
Then during the day, Ping studies English and chats to his classmates. Do you do this?
Yes, I do that.
Okay. Are you allowed to bring your cell phone in class?
Um, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Most of the schools now allowed to bring cell phones. Okay.
Yes.
Next, number 3. Everyone speaks English in this class because the students all
Uh,
came from or come from the different countries. Do you have also classmates came from around the world?
no.
You don't have. So all of your classmates are Vietnamese, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not. So this one not. Okay. This one is check. This one is not. Okay. What about number 4?
No, not,
Okay.
not.
No. Okay. What about number 5?
Yes.
Yes, so you do this one. So only 2 you do, okay, in this particular activities. Question number 2. What time does your school, college, or job start at? You were already mentioned this one to me, right? that you
Yes.
start class at around 7. What do you do, or what do young people like to do in the evenings in your country,
Uh,
Duke?
uh, Young people.
In the evening, yeah. Young people like you, right? So
Yes.
what do you think would be the most common activities or activity of the young people in the evening in your country? Because here in the Philippines, Duke, the most popular and most common would be disco. Okay, so people in here, or especially those who are young ones, they gather together, they go to disco houses and dance together. And yeah, that would be it. And sometimes they go to the cinema to watch movies.
Yes.
What
Okay.
about in Vietnam?
In Vietnam, is like
It's the same.
yes, it's same.
Okay. Okay, so I guess, Duke, it's all about it's time for us to say goodbye at this point in time. Okay.
Yes.
So when are we going to see each other again?
Yes.
Do you know what's our schedule? So we will going to see each other again on
On on uh,
this one is just only every Sunday, right? Every
Sunday.
Sun
Yeah, it's
is it
Sunday.
yeah, it's just only once a week, Duke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, for your homework, Duke, I want you to study this particular rules, okay? Okay, because on our next meeting together, I will be asking you the use of the do, the does, the has, the have, okay? And
Yes.
you will going to give me sentences about this one. Got it? Is,
That
is it
is
okay? Yeah, just prepare.
yes.
Just prepare a
Okay.
sentence about the do, about the does, about the has, about the have. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So do you have any questions, Duke?
No more.
No more. Okay. Oh, how is our class today? Have you
Yes.
learned
Yes.
something?
Yes. I learned something in
Very
class too.
good. Okay. So
Yeah.
we'll see each other again on Sunday, Duke. Bye.
Yes. See you
Okay.
again. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. See you on
Okay.
Sunday next week. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.